The only way out is through. I know this can be a very unpopular opinion because we want to believe that we can just magically manifest changes. And you totally can. But the true magic, the true miracle is when you change, right? And there's so much power in accepting where you are instead of resisting it. What we resist persists. But the reason why is because when we accept where we are, one, we open up our energy. Instead of being tight and resistant, we now are more open and receptive. So that right there makes a big change. You will be more open to the guidance from your higher mind to show you what you need to shift and change to change your situations, because nothing changes unless you change. And along with acceptance, it doesn't mean like just accepting defeat and like, oh, this is just how it is. No, that's a victim mindset. It's accepting that you're the one responsible for it, accepting that where you are is actually perfect and kind of where you deserve to be because of the energy you've been putting out. And that's not to shame yourself, but it's just like to stop blaming people and situations, stop saying that this doesn't work or I need a quantum shift. It's like you will quantum leap and shift when you change at a fundamental core level. And it does always start with your energy. I see a lot of people staying stuck trying to affirm things, trying to visualize, do all the manifestation techniques, but they're not changing their energy. And so that's keeping you locked right where you are. It was like all of that just bounces off because you're not in an open, relaxed state. So the first thing to do is work on nervous system regulation. And that's going to go hand in hand with accepting where you are. Like, stop fighting, put the sword down, like, you are where you are. And it's okay, you can get to where you want to be. So that should feel calming and relaxing. You can just kind of soften into that. And truthfully, taking radical responsibility, like really being able to own that you are where you are because of the patterns within you that you have not released yet, should feel good. That should feel like relief, because all of a sudden, like, your future, your potential is in your hands, not situations and circumstances and people outside of you. And like I said at the start of this video, the only way out is through being present in this moment. Stop resisting this moment. Stop trying to jump to the future. Stop dwelling in the past. Whatever you're doing, like, just stop doing that and be present here. Be here now. This is where your power is only ever here in the now. And the way out is through. You got to go within. You got to face those emotions. You got to face that shadow. You have to be the alchemist of your life. These things aren't just going to magically leave on their own. When you incorporate a good meditation practice, you will find that I personally think is like the easiest way to let these things dissolve. So in that sense, like, they do just magically kind of dissolve, right? But it starts with you sitting still, you quieting the mind, which takes practice. And quite frankly, a lot of people are too lazy and careless and kind of sloppy with their vibration. Like, they don't actually believe they can do it. Otherwise, you'd be doing it, right? Like, I remember when I used to hold myself back with like losing weight, for example. Deep down, I had a belief that no matter what I did, I wasn't going to be able to manifest the physical changes I wanted in my body. And so that would stop me. That would make me self-sabotage all the time when it came to like making these little choices, like, oh, am I going to move my body? What am I going to fuel myself with? What am I going to consume? How much am I going to consume? If deep down I had this belief that it wasn't really going to work, I didn't take the steps I knew I needed to take. And when I say the only way out is through, it's like you need to start facing your own shit. You need to start facing and owning your shadows. Like, just facing them, being willing to sit with them is the first step. That disarms them of their power. That flips the power dynamic. All of a sudden, you're in power, not all your shadows and addictions or whatever. Stop resisting yourself. Stop resisting the present moment. Stop resisting where you're at. Stop resisting going within and doing this work. Okay? And also, what I will leave you with is, what are you overlooking in your current reality? I go deeply in this in my program. What is it called? Radiant Confidence, and also in Manifestation Mastery. You can check out my courses if you want. But I talk about how, we tend to sabotage by having this avoidant behavior because we're resisting being where we are, because we're not willing to face it. It's like we're not taking the simple, practical steps to manage what's in front of us. It's like that that quote from the Bible where it says, like, to something along the lines of to be faithful with the little you have, and then more will be given to you. Also, what's coming to mind is don't despise small beginnings, right? So it's like if you can just get an acceptance that, okay, I'm here, and accept the fact that you can and will change, and put your energy in the here and now and master what's right in front of you. Like, what are the basic steps that you are just avoiding doing because you have a shitty belief going on that you just can't? Like, you need to cut that shit out. No one is coming to save you. This is your job. Only you can do it. And the only way out is through. Okay, so like a little bit of tough love this morning, but I know someone needed to hear that. If you would like support in learning how to go within, like discipline yourself in that way, because discipline is one of the greatest forms of self love. And discipline, I know you avoid it because you think it's going to make you feel tied down, but it's the very thing that's going to set you free. If you would like to get disciplined and have support in that, how to go within, how to quiet your mind, how to create a good meditation practice, how to get in touch with your inner wisdom and start actually trusting that so that you can actually be guided for the correct steps to take so that you can get what you want with ease in the best way possible. I'm hosting a free experience. I don't have a date set yet, but I will be sending out an email with all the details. So if you would like to be on my email list, so you get the email with all the details when I have the date launched. It will be soon. You can do that with the link at the top of my page. You can also download, I have a free self-concept affirmation track that you can get started with. I recommend listen to this minimum 21 days. I would listen to it every day until you start seeing the changes you want and until these new ideas and thoughts become your autopilot. You can also check out my ultimate self-concept guide where I lead you through this very deeply. As I mentioned, some of my courses, I have a lot of beautiful courses to help you heal, to help you master your mind, your energy, and become a master manifester. You can book you can book a reading or email coaching with me, all of the things. So the link at the top of my page. I love you. You got this. And I'll see you in the next one.